So far, we've talked about how to communicate with other founders. We've talked about how to send emails. We've talked about how to communicate to the community. We've talked about how to get updates from our leadership council. And we've also talked about how to get updates to our webinar. The big thing is, how do we communicate with prospects? What's the best way to send information through Messenger, through emails, and through other social media? When you go to My Links, you get all of these options right here. You can click on onpassive.com links, invite links, invitation links, webinar links, and presentation links. Each one of these tabs has over 20 links that you can share with prospects. And each one of these are linked to you personally. So you can copy any of these links, just hit the green copy button or the blue share button. They are different, and I'm going to walk through those. But that is how you can share your opportunity with other people. I am only going to go over the onpassive.com links and the webinar links, and then you can go through each of the other tabs yourself. They're basically the same, just a slightly different way of presenting the company. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to share this onpassive.com links. And the way that we're going to share it, first of all, is we just want to copy it to somebody in Messenger. I want to tell you about a really cool tool that OnPassive has, and it's called Trim Your Link. I don't know if you noticed in some of the other links that I was sharing with you, they are extremely long links. Some of them are 20 characters or more, and it looks really cumbersome whenever you send it to people. So what you can do is you can trim that link to where it's a lot shorter, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The first thing that you'll want to do is pick out your favorite link that you like, first of all. So for example, you'll see in this picture, we're going to pick my presentation 22 link. All right, so you will want to hit the green copy link button for that number 22. Just click on it and then go down to where it says trim URL. Once you hit that trim URL button, it will take you to this new screen. And this is where you have two options. You can paste your link in here where it says paste your link here. Paste that link that you just copied, paste it here, and then hit trim. Now when you do that, it will come up with a name for you, and I think it's like 5 characters, and it's just random, like numbers and characters. Now if you want something that is more personal to you, you can actually choose a name yourself, and that is what I normally do. And you will do that by clicking the orange button where it says create your custom URL. So go ahead and click on it. And when you click on it, this screen will come up. So you will want to paste your favorite link right here, and you can see the one that I pasted, and I'm going to be pasting a webinar link here for future. And now where it says trimurl.co, in that blank right there, pick a name that you would like to call your link. Now the thing is, it has to be unique. Nobody else can choose it. So you might be playing, with some words for a while, but you would be surprised. It's pretty easy. So anyway, after you paste in your link, once you choose the name that you want to call it, Then hit the trim button. If the name that you chose has already been taken, you're going to get this message. And if the name that you chose has not been picked by somebody else, you will get this message. And I got this message on my second attempt. So like I say, it's not that difficult to come up with a unique name. One of the advantages of having the trim URL, they have an option in there to where you can actually track your link that you use, and you can tell how many clicks it gets and how many and from where the clicks are coming from. And I'm just going to take you through that really quick. This is one that I just randomly chose, and the link that I chose, it has gotten 22 clicks on it, and I can tell that those clicks came from New Zealand, and the exact town, the IP address, and the date. Now the reason why I'm showing you this one is because I also noticed on the second line that it's coming from the exact same household. It's New Zealand, it's the same town, but it's also the exact same IP address, which tells me that somebody who's living in that house really likes an interest in this. And they also clicked on this link on 2 different days. I will use the Trim URL tracking system to test which one of my links are liked better than some of my other links. I can tell you right now that some of my other links have only gotten like 3 clicks, and then I have some that have gotten almost 200 clicks. So that's a really good way to test. It's a good marketing strategy. One thing I like about the Trim URL as well is that if you do discover that one of your links is not working very well and you don't want to clutter up your box that has all of your trim URLs in it, you can actually trash some of those so that you have a nice clean back office. But let's say that you have a link that is getting a lot of clicks on it. So for example, this OnPassive webinar link that I have, and I've had like 200 clicks on it. But I want to show them a different webinar picture because we have a lot of links to choose from. There's over 20 webinar links that we can choose. I don't want to change my OnPassive webinar name because it's getting a lot of activity, but I want to show them something else for the next webinar. So I can actually go in and change that link that I have in there, but yet keep my same OnPassive name. So you might even consider doing that just to kind of change things up a bit.